I used to be 118, but I'm currently 85. Thinking about it for a minute is something that I would say I really did a good job for myself. Even though I have to say that myself. I remember when I stepped on a scale and saw 118 kg.
Hi, and welcome to Checkup, the health and wellness show that cares about you. My name is Zainab Sani. On today's episode, we take a look at intermittent fasting the Nigerian way. Meet Grace. She has lost about 33 kg, moving from 118 kg to 85, and now maintains her weight with intermittent fasting.
From someone that was not really big, I used to be like 90, 70, 60, 50. You know, did I say 90? I was like 60, 65, 70, and all of a sudden, from nowhere, I saw myself 118. And I knew I had to do something. Interestingly, while I was adding weight, it didn't occur to me because it was gradual. Today I would wake up, try on a new dress, and notice that my dress is not fitting. And then another day, another dress not fitting. But I really did not take it seriously. I ignored it and told myself that maybe I'm just adding a few pounds here and there. And that was how it continued until I saw that 118.
Intermittent fasting is not just a trend, but a scientifically backed approach to losing weight. It's not about what you eat really, as much as it is about when you eat. But there are things you should know about intermittent fasting as a Nigerian living in Nigeria and, you know, with access to just Nigerian foods.
Okay, so basically intermittent fasting is a form of fasting that helps in losing weight. It works basically on weight loss and healthy living. So for example, the different types are usually how many hours you put into your fast and what you do after the fast. I think that's where a lot of people get it wrong. So for example, if you decide to fast for 16 hours, maybe you're doing 16 hours fast and 8 hours open window that you could eat. So when you break your fast, what do you eat after your fast? So it's not all about, oh, you're fasting and then when you break the fast you're eating some junks or eating a lot of carbohydrates. It doesn't work like that. It's like a wasted effort if you don't do the right thing. So also intermittent fasting is very good. In fact, the health benefits are enormous. It helps to trim your body and help you position your body in such a way that it's burning calories. It's burning calories at a specific time. Your body has to reorganize itself, put itself in a position whereby it just has some restricted amount of hours which you can eat. But that you're fasting does not necessarily mean you have to do it like a dry fast. No. During the course of your intermittent fasting, you could take black coffee, you could take green tea and lemon. Like me personally, usually I take a lot of water and green tea and lemon, so you don't feel dehydrated and you don't feel like you're so hungry. Like water is 0 calories. So like a lot of people, in the course of coaching people and all, a lot of people do say, no, water makes me fat, water makes me bloated, and I just smile and say, no, it doesn't work like that. Water is 0 calories. As you drink a lot of water, there are times you take a lot of water that your urine is colorless. Like when you go to eat yourself, it's white. Like I don't know if I would say white, or let me say it's transparent. So water doesn't make you add weight. Water helps you to be able to keep up your fast for long. And then when you break your fast, what are you eating? It doesn't mean that, oh, because you're fasting, then you just eat very little. Eat moderately. Portion control is very, 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 very important. So you can start to eat anything you want, but very little. And then don't take, when I say anything, I mean something healthy at least. Everything has calories. Apart from water, everything has calories. So even if you're doing something healthy, but you're taking a lot of it, let's say, okay, you decide to take fruits and fiber flakes, and then taking fruits and fiber, you just fill up a big business. Say, no, fruits and fiber is healthy, I'm taking it with skimmed milk, and so it's healthy, so I can take as much as I want. No, just take like a cup or 2 cups, milk cup, what does that mean, like 250 ml of it, and it's fine. So you take fruits, you take proteins, you can do chicken, you can do vegetable. And with this era of air fryer and all, a lot of people say, no, I don't like air fryers because when I use an air fryer, it just makes the whole thing very dry. No, it doesn't. But how do you use it? How long do you leave what you're air frying in the air fryer? And then there are some things, maybe like Irish potato, you could just brush it with a little bit of oil, just so that when it's ready, it doesn't look too dry.
Sometimes when you're trying to lose weight by yourself without anybody guiding you, you get to the point where you'll be like, I fat, I no keep person. You know, you just be telling yourself funny stories, you push yourself, you know. So I was in that category. I did all those things. But when it really dawned on me that I was just wasting my time, I took myself to see a coach. And that was where my journey really started. And I don't know if we have the time for me to share details. This was in 2012 to 2014. I would say that I did yo-yo because I would lose weight, I would add. Like I would lose 5 kg, I would add 10 kg because I'll be so happy that I lost 5 kg, I'll be jumping, I'll be so happy. And then I would go again, I would lose weight. So it was 2 years of yo-yo weight loss. But from 2015, the story changed after I got myself a diet coach and I got myself a fitness coach. So one thing I would want to also share would be some of the mistakes that I made when I started intermittent fasting. So because it's like a fat diet, it's something that you are doing as a result of getting a big goal, it can be extreme. Sometimes in my own case, I would do 20 hours, and when I want to break, I would break with everything. I would eat everything. So the number one thing that you should be very, very careful with when it comes to intermittent fasting is you have to be disciplined, because the fact that you did not eat all day does not mean that when you now want to break your fast, you should eat the whole world. You have to be disciplined. And secondly, it is also important that when you are breaking your fast, you're breaking your fast with healthy meals. That's another thing that I would say was a very major mistake for me. In fact, I'm still struggling with that. You have to be consistent. So if you're doing intermittent fasting, consistency is key, because you need to follow a particular routine for you to be able to know if it is working or not. If you're trying several patterns or time, you will not be able to tell if one is working. So you try a particular period and see if it's really working, and then if it's not working, then you can try another window.
But really, how do you stay on track during intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is all about consistency and discipline. It's not a quick fix, but a lifestyle change. Remember, before beginning any healthcare regimen, it is important that you consult a healthcare professional, especially if you have an underlying health issue. And that's where we wrap it up on today's episode of Checkup. Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe. Until I come your way again next time, my name is Zainab Sani.